In the morning, you wake up, step out of bed, and feel a stiffness in your knees. Your fingers are slightly swollen, and even holding a cup of coffee brings a dull, aching pain. You try to stretch, but your joints don't seem to cooperate. That feeling slow, mildly painful, yet persistent turns even the simplest tasks into a challenge. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Millions of Americans over 60 deal with arthritis every single day. Some turn to painkillers, others spend money on expensive supplements, yet the morning stiffness and that dull ache after every step still remain. But here's something few people realize. Sometimes the simplest way to ease the pain is sitting right there on your dinner table. In today's video, we'll talk about 3 plant-based proteins, natural sources of protein that can help reduce inflammation, ease pain, and support more flexible, comfortable joints. They're not miracle cures, but simple, affordable, and easy to find foods in any American grocery store that can make a real difference for anyone living with arthritis. You'll discover why simply replacing part of your red meat intake with these proteins can help your body rebalance itself, reducing swelling, easing stiffness, and strengthening the muscles that support your joints. You'll also learn quick and easy ways to prepare them with no fancy cooking skills required while still keeping every meal nutritious and delicious. And most importantly, you'll realize that you can still take control of your pain, not with medication, but with what you eat every single day. With just a few small changes, you can restart your flexibility, strength, and the comfort in every step you take. So stay until the end of this video, because in just a few minutes, you'll discover the 3 simplest yet most powerful foods that can help soothe joint pain, reduce inflammation naturally, and bring back that sense of freedom and movement just like before. When we talk about arthritis, most people immediately think of painkillers, glucosamine, or expensive supplements. But few realize that diet has a much stronger impact on daily pain, swelling, and stiffness. And among all factors, protein, the very building block of life, plays one of the most crucial roles. Our bodies, especially after the age of 60, start losing muscle mass more rapidly. As muscles weaken, the joints are forced to carry more pressure, leading to pain, swelling, and faster degeneration. Getting enough protein helps the muscles stay strong, support the joints, and reduce the strain on cartilage. But here's the problem. Not all types of protein are good for people with arthritis. Many people still rely on protein from red meat, sausages, or fried foods. While that kind of protein does provide energy, it also comes with saturated fats and inflammatory compounds that make the body even more swollen, painful, and fatigued. If you've ever noticed your joints feeling stiffer after eating heavy meat dishes or fast food, that's no coincidence. It's your body's inflammatory response being triggered. In contrast, plant-based proteins from beans, seeds, soy, and whole grains work in a completely different way. They provide all the amino acids your muscles need without triggering inflammation. In fact, several studies have shown that regularly eating plant-based proteins can lower CRP levels, the marker of inflammation in the blood, and improve joint flexibility within just a few weeks. Beyond protein, these plant-based foods also contain a variety of joint-supporting nutrients that most people overlook. Magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and nerves, acts like a natural muscle relaxant, helping ease stiffness around the joints. Potassium, another key mineral, helps the body flush out excess salt, reducing water retention and swelling in the hands, feet, and knees. Fiber helps keep blood sugar levels stable, and when blood sugar is stable, the body releases fewer inflammatory compounds. Polyphenols and antioxidants act like a shield, protecting your cells from damage caused by free radicals, which are one of the key reasons arthritis tends to worsen over time. You can picture it this way. As you eat more plant-based foods, your body begins to calm down. The inflammatory reactions, like tiny sparks around your joints, gradually subside. Blood flows more freely, muscles get the nutrients they need, and that heavy, stiff feeling in the morning starts to fade little by little. The good news is the change doesn't have to be drastic. You don't need to give up meat completely or become a vegetarian. Simply replace 2 to 3 meals a week with plant-based protein sources and keep it consistent. Within a few weeks, many people notice their pain easing, swelling reducing, and sleep improving. So instead of searching for a miracle drug, start with what's on your plate. Sometimes it's the spoon and the pot in your kitchen that become the most powerful tools to fight arthritis naturally, safely, and sustainably. Number 1, lentils, small but mighty. If you've ever seen those tiny lentil seeds at the grocery store and thought, there's nothing special about these, today you'll change your mind. Lentils aren't flashy, they aren't expensive, and they're certainly not a social media hot trend. But for anyone living with arthritis, this humble legume can become your joint's best friend. The first thing that makes lentils special is their high plant-based protein content. Your body needs protein to build and repair muscle tissue, and strong muscles are key to protecting your joints. When your thighs, calves, and muscles around the hips are strong enough, joints like the knees, ankles, and shoulders bear less stress, which means less pain. But lentils' value doesn't stop at protein. They also contain magnesium, an essential mineral that many older adults are often deficient in. You can think of magnesium as the body's own natural muscle relaxant. It helps relax the muscles around your joints, reducing stiffness and soothing that sharp, nagging pain whenever you stand up, sit down, or take a step. Those mornings when your joints feel stiff and heavy may simply be a sign that your body's low on magnesium. On top of that, lentils are an excellent source of potassium. It might not seem directly related to arthritis, but potassium plays a big role in flushing excess sodium from the body. Eating too much salt can cause water retention, leading to swelling in the joints and a heavy, stiff feeling in the hands or knees. The potassium in lentils helps remove extra salt and water, reducing pressure on the joints and naturally easing swelling and discomfort. That's not all. Lentils are also rich in fiber, something often overlooked but crucial for controlling inflammation. When you eat refined or high-sugar foods, blood sugar spikes, prompting the body to release inflammatory compounds. The fiber in lentils slows down sugar absorption, keeping blood sugar levels more stable, which in turn reduces inflammatory responses throughout the body. And there's one more factor: folate, vitamin B9. Folate helps lower homocysteine levels, an amino acid in the blood linked to inflammation and joint pain. By eating lentils regularly, homocysteine levels are balanced, giving your joints a better chance to heal and recover. It may sound like a lot of information, but in reality, all you need to do is add lentils to your meals a few times a week. You can cook them in countless simple ways, such as making lentil soup with tomatoes and celery, a warm, soft, and easily digestible dish, perfect for lunch or dinner. Make a lentil curry with onions, garlic, turmeric, and black pepper fragrant and packed with added anti-inflammatory benefits. Or for a simpler option, boil the lentils, let them cool, and mix with leafy greens, olive oil, and lemon juice for a light salad that still provides plenty of protein. If you're not into elaborate cooking, just rinse the lentils, add them to a pot of water or low-sodium broth, bring to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer for about 20-30 minutes. Lentils cook quickly, don't need overnight soaking, and are easy to digest, gentle on the stomach and less likely to cause gas compared to some other legumes. And here's a little tip. To boost anti-inflammatory effects, combine lentils with leafy greens like spinach or kale, add a touch of turmeric and black pepper, or squeeze a few drops of fresh lemon on top. Each of these small ingredients doubles the inflammation-reducing power while also providing essential vitamins and minerals for your joints. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just starting with a warm bowl of lentils once a week helps your body fight inflammation, nourish your muscles, and care for your joints naturally. Sometimes it's the simplest foods that make the biggest difference. Number 2, chickpeas, where fiber meets antioxidants. If you've ever eaten hummus, that smooth, creamy spread often served on bread or with vegetables, then you've already tasted chickpeas. These round, pale, beige legumes may look ordinary, but inside them lies a whole nutritional treasure for anyone living with arthritis. Just like lentils, chickpeas are an excellent source of plant-based protein, providing energy without triggering inflammation like red meat does. The protein in chickpeas helps build and maintain muscle mass, which is especially important after age 60 at time, when muscles naturally begin to shrink if not properly nourished. Stronger muscles support the joints better, reducing stress and resulting in less pain during movement. But what truly makes chickpeas stand out is their polyphenols, a group of natural compounds that act as powerful antioxidants. Imagine your body as a machine in motion, and the rust spots, the free radicals, gradually wear down your joints, causing inflammation and pain. The polyphenols in chickpeas neutralize these free radicals, protecting the cells around your joints and reducing internal damage and inflammation. Not only that, chickpeas also contain vitamin C, an essential nutrient for collagen synthesis. Collagen acts as the elastic cushion between your bones, helping you move easily without sharp, stabbing pain. As collagen levels decline with age, cartilage wears down and bones rub against each other, which is why many people experience stiff joints or hear crunching sounds when they move. Getting vitamin C from foods like chickpeas helps the body maintain this natural cushioning, supporting smoother joint function. Another benefit that often surprises people: chickpeas are rich in magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and nerves, easing stiffness around the joints. For those who often experience muscle cramps at night or restless sleep due to joint pain, adding chickpeas to your meals can help you feel more comfortable, sleep better, and wake up with a lighter, more relaxed body. And of course, we can't overlook fiber, the golden nutrient for controlling inflammation. When blood sugar spikes, the body responds by releasing inflammatory compounds. The fiber in chickpeas slows sugar absorption, keeping blood sugar levels more stable throughout the day. This significantly reduces inflammatory responses. At the same time, fiber helps balance the gut microbiome, which recent research shows is directly linked to joint health and immune function. In other words, chickpeas help fight inflammation on two fronts: externally by protecting cells from oxidative damage, and internally by stabilizing blood sugar, improving digestion, and boosting immunity. The best part is, chickpeas are incredibly easy to prepare and versatile. You can make a chickpea curry with turmeric, onions, garlic, and spinach, a dish that's both fragrant and nutrient-rich. Or make hummus, simply blend chickpeas with tahini, lemon juice, garlic, and olive oil. Enjoy it with carrots, cucumbers, or whole grain bread for a light, highly effective anti-inflammatory meal. If you like a crunch, you can roast chickpeas with olive oil and sprinkle a bit of cumin or chili powder. It is tasty and heart healthy. You can also add them to salads, soups, or cook them with quinoa, sweet potatoes, and vegetables for a complete, satisfying meal. A quick tip: when buying canned chickpeas, be sure to rinse them thoroughly under running water to remove excess salt. If you prefer cooking from dried chickpeas, soak them overnight so the beans become soft, easier to digest, and less likely to cause gas. And finally, remember this: chickpeas aren't just a food, they're a source of restorative energy for your joints. Every spoonful of hummus, every bowl of curry, is a small step toward a life that's less painful and more flexible. Number 3. Tofu contains protein, calcium, and isoflavones to support your joints. You may have heard many people say, "I don't eat tofu because it's bland, soft, and flavorless." But the truth is, if you're living with arthritis, tofu is one of the most powerful and beneficial foods you can add to your daily menu. Tofu is made from soybeans, and it's one of the few plant-based foods considered a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. After age 60, the body's natural protein synthesis slows down, causing muscles to weaken more quickly. When muscles are weak, joints have to bear more load, especially in the knees, hips, and shoulders areas prone to degeneration. Adding tofu to your diet helps maintain healthy muscle mass, thereby protecting your joints and reducing their strain. But the benefits of tofu don't stop at protein. It's also an excellent source of calcium, especially tofu coagulated with calcium sulfate, often labeled as calcium set tofu. Calcium is an essential mineral for keeping bones strong. When your bones are sturdy, your joint system is better supported, reducing the risk of pain and deformities caused by osteoporosis, a common issue in older adults. Another notable point is vitamin D, a nutrient that helps the body absorb calcium more effectively. Many tofu brands in the US are now fortified with vitamin D. Adding this type of tofu to your meals not only strengthens your bone and joint system, but also supports immune function and helps regulate inflammation. It's an extremely smart choice if you're looking to reduce inflammation naturally. Additionally, tofu contains isoflavones, plant compounds unique to soy. Although they have a structure similar to estrogen, isoflavones do not disrupt hormone balance as many people mistakenly believe. On the contrary, research shows that isoflavones can help reduce inflammation, improve joint flexibility, and ease morning stiffness, especially in postmenopausal women. When consumed in moderation, 2 to 4 times per week, tofu is completely safe and beneficial for both men and women. Another often overlooked benefit is that tofu contains plant-based omega-3s in ALA. While not as abundant as in salmon, regular consumption still helps reduce the production of inflammatory compounds in the body. So if you want to lower inflammation but don't like or can't eat seafood, tofu is an excellent alternative. Now you might be wondering, tofu is so bland, how can it taste good? In fact, that's its strength. Tofu absorbs flavors exceptionally well. You can marinate it with garlic, ginger, soy sauce, and black pepper, then pan fry until golden and crispy. The aroma rises. The outside becomes lightly crispy, while the inside remains soft and smooth. Delicious, and at the same time an anti-inflammatory dish that's good for your joints and heart. If you prefer a lighter dish, try tofu cooked in a green vegetable soup, or stir-fry tofu with broccoli and turmeric. A dish that's both visually appealing and rich in anti-inflammatory nutrients. If you like it silky smooth, choose silken tofu, soft tofu, that can be used in smoothies, creamy soups, or mixed into salads. You can even blend silken tofu with banana, cinnamon, and a touch of honey to make a healthy dessert that's good for digestion and helps your body recover after a meal. A little tip for beginners: choose firm or extra firm tofu and press out the excess water for 15–30 minutes before cooking. This helps the tofu absorb flavors better and develop a firmer texture. If you buy packaged tofu, be sure to read the label to prioritize products labeled calcium set or vitamin D fortified to maximize benefits for your bones and joints. The great thing about tofu is that it's inexpensive, widely available, and versatile. You can buy it at any supermarket in the US, cook it in just a few minutes, and still get all the nutrients you need. Just a few tofu-based meals each week are enough to help your joints feel less swollen, less painful, and more flexible day by day. Remember, tofu isn't just a food for vegetarians. It's a gentle medicine for your joints and body, straight from nature. Every piece of tofu you eat today is a small step toward a life that's less painful, more active, and more empowered. When it comes to reducing inflammation and soothing joint pain, it's not just about what you eat, it's also about how you combine these foods. A single dish can be beneficial, but when paired correctly, they create a synergistic effect, helping your body fight inflammation more effectively, digest nutrients better, and maintain steady energy throughout the day. An easy rule to remember is protein, plus fiber, plus color. Each meal should include a portion of plant-based protein, like lentils, chickpeas, or tofu, a portion of whole grains, such as quinoa, oats, brown rice, or whole grain bread, and a portion of colorful vegetables, like carrots, bell peppers, spinach, or purple cabbage. When these three elements come together, you not only provide adequate nutrients for muscles, bones, and joints, but also help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammatory signals in the body. To boost anti-inflammatory power, make use of natural spices and herbs. A pinch of turmeric and black pepper activates curcumin, a powerful natural anti-inflammatory compound. A sprig of fresh ginger helps reduce swelling, soothes the stomach, and warms the body, making it ideal for those with joint pain in cold weather. Garlic and onions contain allicin and quercetin, two antioxidants that can inhibit inflammation-causing enzymes. An extra virgin olive oil is liquid gold for your joints, providing healthy fats, protecting cell membranes, and enhancing the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Here's a small but important tip. Eat slowly and chew thoroughly. This helps your body fully absorb nutrients, reduces bloating, and limits inflammatory responses from the digestive system, which is the origin of many health issues. After your meal, a light 10 to 15-minute walk helps stabilize blood sugar, reduces strain on the heart, and improves circulation to your joints. When you know how to combine foods correctly, a meal becomes not just nourishment, but a natural healing therapy. Every colorful plate is a small step toward reducing inflammation, easing joint stress, and feeling healthier each day, all without medication or complicated treatments. You may have heard a lot about an anti-inflammatory diet, but sometimes what keeps people from starting is the shopping list. Too many unfamiliar ingredients, too many complicated recipes. In reality, to eat for joint health and reduce inflammation, you only need a short, simple list that's easy to find at any supermarket in the US. Start with these foundational ingredients. Red or yellow lentils, they cook quickly, are easy to digest, and are an excellent protein source. Chickpeas available dry or canned low sodium, just rinse and they're ready to use. Tofu chooses firm or extra firm and prioritizes products labeled calcium set or vitamin D fortified to better support bone and joint health. Next is the anti-inflammatory support group. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula, rich in vitamin K, folate, and antioxidants. Tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, ginger, and garlic add flavor while providing natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Fresh lemon enhances iron absorption, brightens flavors, and aids digestion. Extra virgin olive oil is used instead of frying oils to reduce inflammation and support heart health. Herbs and spices like turmeric, black pepper, cumin, oregano, and rosemary not only boost flavor, but also help control inflammatory responses. Add quinoa or brown rice, some whole oats, low-sodium broth, and plain Greek yogurt if you still consume dairy products. Once you have all these ingredients, cooking becomes extremely easy. Choose joint-friendly cooking methods, that is, gentle techniques requiring minimal effort and little heavy stirring. Use a pressure cooker or an electric multi-cooker, instant pot, to cook beans faster without much stirring. If gripping utensils is difficult, opt for kitchen tools with thick, non-slip handles to give you a secure hold and prevent finger joint pain. Another small tip, cook a little extra each time and divide it into small portions in glass containers, storing them in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. When needed, simply reheat with steam or in the microwave quickly, conveniently, and without losing nutrients. Finally, always read labels carefully when shopping. Choose products labeled low sodium, no salt added, non-GMO, or organic whenever possible. These small choices form the foundation for reducing inflammation, easing joint swelling, and keeping your body feeling lighter and healthier each day. When we talk about joint care, most people immediately think of medications, supplements, or complex therapies. But sometimes the real power lies right on your dining table in simple, inexpensive foods that can change the way your body experiences pain. Remember the 3 little heroes we discussed today: lentils, chickpeas, and tofu. They're not expensive, not complicated, and don't require intricate recipes, yet each carries its own unique healing power. But the key is to give your body time. Health doesn't change after just one meal. It's the result of hundreds of small meals added together. Start today not with a major overhaul, but with a bowl of lentil soup at lunch, a serving of hummus with vegetables for a snack, or a piece of pan-fried tofu with greens at dinner. Just a few weeks of consistency, and you'll begin to notice the difference. Less swelling in your joints, milder pain, and a body that feels more flexible and energized. And if this video brings you a bit of hope, useful information, or simply makes you feel better, please hit like. It helps this content reach more older adults who are also looking for natural ways to live healthier and with less pain every day. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we bring you scientific, easy to understand, and practical guidance on nutrition, exercise, heart health, memory, and sleep, all designed specifically for people over 60 living in the US. And if you have a moment, leave a comment below. We read every comment, and often your sharing becomes the inspiration for our next videos. Thank you for watching until the end. Start taking action with today's meal, because every bowl of beans, every meal choice you make, is a small step on the path to reducing inflammation, supporting recovery, and living a long, healthy life.